Hello, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for July 2024. This is for Aries and Aries rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Aries, happy 4th of July. Happy Canada Day. Happy Bastille Day. Happy July. Happy July. Now, this is going to be a really big month. This is going to be a major month, really charged up energy, and I really, really want you to tap into this energy, okay? There's going to be a lot of highs, all right? There's going to be a lot of highs. There's going to be a couple squeezes this month with some oppositions and squares, but listen, this is a month where you're going to feel a charge, and I want you to put yourself out there. I really want you to put yourself out there, and I want you to take advantage of this month, okay? Make connections, build strategies, dream big, think big, all of that. Don't live a little, live a lot, all right? This is the month. Anything that you're really passionate about, any goals that you have, any finish line, do your best to get there this month, all right? And I say that because Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, all retrograde, right? And this is all coming to when we get to August. Right off the bat in August, Mercury goes retrograde, all right? And then Jupiter goes retrograde. I mean, so we're about to enter retrograde season. You definitely want to do things now. You want to do things now, all right? Put wheels in motion now. This is the time, this month, all right? You see that we kick it off to really busy. Oh my goodness, it is a very busy month right off the bat. Again, this month, I mean, on Tuesday, July 2nd, and by the way, this is not even all of the aspects. There's about 30 major minor aspects that are happening this month. These are just the key aspects. And if you are new to my channel, after I go through the overview of all the things I want you to know about for you, particularly for you, Aries, after I do your spread, then I break it down week by week, and I tell you every aspect that's happening, everything that's relevant to you, everything that I want you taking notes. Is going to be a big month. It's going to be a big month, and I pull a lot more cards. But I love that we kick off the month on Tuesday, July 2nd, Mercury trining Neptune. This is absolutely amazing because this really supports creativity. All right, creativity, compassion is going to be really heightened. You may have like really big light bulb moments as well. Really great day to really immerse in the arts, all right? Really immerse in the arts. This is one of those days. Art inspires, all right? So this is a day just to feel really inspired. Go to a museum, go to a gallery. You got art at home. You got art in your walls. You bought that to get inspired, to be inspired, okay? This is one of those days to really take advantage because you could feel really moved. Now, the thing about this day, which is just, there's so much happening. I mean, you see that it's right in here, but Mercury moves into Leo. This is going to be huge, okay? Mercury's leaving Cancer, where it's all about speaking from the heart and, very emotionally moving, but this is Mercury moving into Leo, all right? You will be heard. Leo, ruled by the sun. This is all about having the spotlight. This is you having a roar. Think about Leo, the lion, right? So this is being very ambitious, even playful, even, with Mercury and Leo, pretty, theatrical. It's like you are commanding an audience. You just learned the lyrics of a new Taylor Swift song, and now you're literally singing it from the rooftops. You want everybody to know. I mean, this is it. This is you just wanting to be heard, not holding back energy, okay? Being very expressive. And Mercury's going to be here for a few weeks, all right? But this is really great confidence here. But it's also happening at the same time that Venus is trining Saturn, okay? Again, you do not see this here. This is a big thing. It's happening this day. This is matters of the heart with this energy of commitment to it, okay? Keep that in mind. So this is all right when we start July. And the reason why Venus trining Saturn is going to be a big deal, and this is, again, putting wheels in motion for something, anything like love, relationships, money, all of that in this significant way. And I say that because Venus trining Saturn, this is going to be supported throughout the new moon, that again, right in the beginning of the month, okay, all the way to July 10th when we have the sun trining Saturn. Wow, this is commitment energy. There is something that could be, something that you're agreeing to around this time. Really, really, in terms of long-term goals, like everlasting energy, okay? Now, on July 5th, on Friday, July 5th, amazing new moon. All right. Amazing new moon in Cancer. And so with us having been going through Cancer season, Cancer rules your fourth house, your domestic sector. So home, your actual home. maybe even real estate, maybe family, maybe a significant other. There's been attention around home for you. And now this is the time where there is something new brewing in your life around this time with this new moon, all right? It is going to be a great new moon. There's just think like having this long shelf life in terms of something you've been seeking in your domestic sector, all right? This is a great day to set new intentions as well. This is going to be really, really, really big. Now, one of the reasons why is because on the same day, Mars will sextile Saturn. Again, not here. Is it? I don't think I put it here. No, not here, but it's happening on the same day. All right. Mars is sextiling Saturn. This is cute, right? The two malefic planets working together for you. Right? It's like they're, I don't know, they don't want to work together, but this day they're looking at each other and they're like, oh, you like Dirty Dancing? Yeah. So I liked it. Oh, okay. You liked it too? Okay. Well, maybe why don't we talk about this? Why don't we get together? Why don't we hang out? Like, it's kind of like that energy that I really love here. They're in agreement. All right. So it's almost like, you can even think of it as like, if you were getting home and you got your arms full of Trader Joe bags, Mars and Saturn there opening the door for you. All right. Really, really nice new moon. Take advantage. Mars is your ruling planet. It's all about action. You see Mars is going to be very active this month, by the way. Extremely active. Venus is also very active the second week. Okay. And then speaking of which, why don't we flip that over and we'll talk about all these, again, later. There's just so much happening here. But you see the next big aspect that's happening is Mars conjuncting Uranus. Okay. This is going to be, listen, Mars is, you know all about Mars. Again, your ruling planet, very, right? So like a drill sergeant. And then Uranus is kind of like the guy from Catch 22, just does his own thing. Uranus is all about freedom, breakthroughs, rebellion. It has that revolutionary tone to it. So it really is something, and it's all about surprises. Uranus is all about surprises. So Mars conjuncting Uranus, yeah, there's this rebellious energy. There could be something where you want this freedom around. You want this freedom around something. And yes, it could have to do with money. All right, there could be something that has to do with money around this time. Mars conjuncting Uranus is going to happen in Taurus. That rules your second house, okay? Income, salary, money. Hello, really, really big. This is you feeling this drive, shifting gears around this time, okay? Now, it is also like Mars is really aggressive, so be very diplomatic this day, and be responsive, not reactive. Should be you be in a situation where you're just like, rawr, like with a huge roar around this time, okay? Because it can be, Mars conjuncting Uranus is for the collective. Everyone's gonna feel this, so some people are gonna be like, arr. So be cool, and stay frosty. You'll be fine. Now, the other thing that's happening, speaking of Mars, is on Saturday, just a few days later, July 20th, you see Mars is sextiling Neptune. Oh my goodness, this is enormous, like compassion energy with Mars. Mars and Neptune, I've said this in a past video, when they get together, it's like making two kids who have nothing in common hang out. All right. It's like the goth kid and the cheerleader. Okay. But it's like really hard. This is, again, really, really harmonious energy. It is compassion, creativity. It's your imagination. It's everything. It's moving mountains with all this heart energy, all this, ideas that you have, compassion that you have. It's really, it's, what it is? It's hero energy is what it is. All right. It's like, even it's you jumping in the river after you dropped your sandwich. You're like, nope, this is, like really feeling this, that Mars, that drive. Really, really love this. Okay. Now you see Mars will move into Gemini. This is a big deal. A lot of planets changing signs this month, by the way. Mars, your ruling planet, moving into Gemini, joining Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity. It's going to be here till September. All right. Mars is going to be here until September. So you are about to get really busy. You're about to get really busy with Mercury and Leo, your BFF, fellow fire sign, okay? As well as Venus moving into Leo. You saw that. Again, we'll talk about that later. But Mars moving into Gemini. Oh my goodness. This is you just like communicating, being very mentally stimulated, having conversations, really, really even like yearning for that. Like you won't be able to go a day without like actually speaking to someone and communicating and sending messages or DMs. It is restless energy, very restless energy with Mars and Gemini. Oh my goodness. It is, by the way, it's just really amped up energy. So have a passion to put all that energy toward, with, again, Mars being your ruling planet. This is something you really, really want to just direct it toward your goals, your passions, your path to enlightenment, your finish line, because Mars and Gemini can be a little scattered, to be honest. Direct it toward a passion of yours, all right? Because this is not giving a kid an iPad, all right, to stay busy. This is giving a kid an easel, like 30 buckets of paint, okay? Really good lighting, all of that good stuff. I mean, this is Mars and Gemini, all right? With Jupiter and Gemini, with Mercury and Leo, all of this added up for you. I mean, but just know you could get really restless and you could really be wanting to take action, but taking action in a way where you are stimulated, okay? Really stimulated. I mean, you can't give Brad Pitt a script written by a penguin, all right? This is like the real stuff. You got to get behind something. You got to make it count. You got to really, really, it's all about igniting your passions now, finding that thing that really matters to you and putting all that energy there. All right, Aries. Now, Sunday, July 21st, we come to that full moon in Capricorn. This is part 2, okay? Remember, we had a full moon in Capricorn June 21st, and so this is the full stop of it, all right? This is the full stop of it. So there's definitely something here you're thinking about in terms of career. Remember, Capricorn rules your 10th house of career, public recognition, honors, achievements. Do you see the buildup, by the way, that's happening here with all this fiery energy happening for you? All right. Even Mars and Gemini, that's fire and air. That's like you put oxygen and fire together. Whoosh. So this is going to be, when I say a charged up month for you, Aries, very, very charged up month. Now, on this full moon in Capricorn, I did a separate full moon in Capricorn video. I broke it down a lot more too. If you want to check that out, I'll leave it at the end of this video. But Venus is going to be sextile Jupiter. Oh my goodness. On the same day, on the day of the full moon. That's the two benefic planets getting together to make your life easier. This is absolutely amazing. You got the sun trining Neptune. This is your imagination going wild. Even spirituality really heightened right now. Remember, Saturn and Pisces are in your 12th house, which is the subconscious. It's spirituality. It's healing as well. Compassion. You're just going to feel this energy. Now, you see that Mars will trine Pluto. This is big. This is big, okay? Two very, 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 very powerful planets, like you calling the shots. This is you calling the shot. Expect change. That's all I'm going to say. Expect some change happening around this time, okay? Again, a lot of y'all, especially if you're Aries rising, right? But it's happening in your 10th house, okay? It's happening in your 10th house, but with the fact that Pluto is in your 11th house, right, in Aquarius, that's your hopes and wishes and dreams. Remember, Mars just moved into Gemini, 3rd house, communication, contracts. Like, there's so much happening for you, Aries. Get really excited. But Mars trining Pluto is all about courage. It's all about empowerment. It's you taking that action, okay? You saw La La Land. You saw La La Land. Remember Emma Stone in the beginning of the movie? She was a barista and she dreamed of being, the famous movie star. What happened at the end? Okay, she took that action. She made things happen for her, all right? So take that action. Remember, this is Mars. This is your ruling planet. A lot of y'all are just going to do it anyway because it is such a lot of these big energies this month really affecting you. Now, Monday, July 22nd, we officially move into Leo season. This is just pure fun. This is just fun and wild and fun, especially for you. Remember, Leo rules your 5th house. Joy, pleasure, fun, recreation. I mean, this is going to be a fun month. This is going to be a fun month for y'all. One thing that I want you to know, and you will feel very magnetic too. Remember, Leo loves the spotlight. And so the sun is shining in this area of your chart. That's just like you getting the spotlight and everything that I just said, even love, relationships, it's going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice. It may be a little bump as we move into Leo season because you see the sun is going to be opposite Pluto. All right. This is a day where, the sun is ego at the end of the day, right? So it's opposite Pluto. Pluto, power, empowerment. There's that intensity there, all right? And this is, they're not really seen eye to eye. So this is a day where you do not want to, let's say, like walk up to your boss wearing, like a royal crown and cape and demanding stuff. This is not the day to do it. It's also a day where I just don't want you to be very hard on yourself, okay? And the reason why this may feel like a little bit of a fudge is because think about Leo, fixed sign, Aquarius, Pluto and Aquarius, fixed sign. So you got two fixed signs here to work with, and it's just like, it's really, firm. It's really firm. All right. If you really want to think about also something that may have happened, if you want something to look back to that may resonate, we had this aspect last year, July 21st, 2023. Okay. Remember, Pluto was in a different side. I mean, Pluto was in Capricorn back then, but even still, just see if something comes up, just to give you like a heads up right now. The other thing is, like, we actually end the month on Thursday 25th. This is a big one. All right, the sun sextiling Mars again, your ruling planet. This is gonna be really, 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 really nice. All right, really, really, really nice. Again, this is just really confident energy. Just a lot of confident energy. Sextiles are very harmonious, and this is also a time where you could feel just physically like energetic. I mean, this is the sun, this is Mars, physical energy. You do you, but you can find yourself being very assertive this time. And I'm not gonna lie, sun sextiling Mars is also like very like high, like intensity, like sex drive is something here. We're all adults here, we can talk about this. Same day Mercury's moving into Virgo, so you see that Mercury went from Leo to Virgo. Very different energies. All right, Mercury in Leo is very like, you're doing your homework, you're writing a report, you got the headphones on, you're banging your head around, you're kicking your legs. Mercury in Virgo is like, you got your glasses on, you got the pen in the air, you're just very, you get the door closed. All right, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, that there's a lot happening this month. For you. And again, after I do your spread for the month, I break it down week by week, and I'm going to go through every single aspect. We didn't even talk about we didn't talk about Venus moving into Leo. We didn't talk about Mercury's going to be opposite Pluto. Also, there's a lot happening. So Aries, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you for July 24, for Aries rising, Aries moon. If you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you're absolutely welcome to. So Aries, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you for July 2024. Now, Aries, how are ya? Aries, I do a traditional cultic cross spread, okay? Gives the best overview, all right? In my opinion, if we need to put clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Aries, I hope you really enjoy this. It's going to be such a big month. Sure, there's going to be squares. There's going to be oppositions, as it happens every month. We'll talk about that so it can be easier for you. I'll make it easier for you. All right, Aries. So what a month. You are definitely going through some really big change. And it's going to be a huge shift in money. All right. Huge shift in money. Wow. And it could even just be like finances. This is going to be absolutely wild. Let's get started. You see, you're good. You're going to go through a moment, but remember, you have a full moon in Capricorn. All right. You got a full moon in Capricorn. A lot of y'all are changing jobs, or maybe starting your own business, or doing something different, getting a different job title, or even considering something like, in terms of, if you're not here for career, again, it's the 10th house is fame. It's public recognition. What are you exerting all your energy into that you want to be known for? All right. Now, you got the High Priestess, which is very interesting. Okay. So remember, we're in Cancer season for the first half of the month, but then Mercury moves into Leo, Venus moves into Leo, Sun moves into Leo. It's like a lot of the home energy that I was talking about. You're going to be feeling that shift, but hold on to it, because this, the High Priestess is associated with the moon, right? The moon rules Cancer. And so this is really nice because this is also intuition. Don't forget, you have Saturn Saturn and Neptune, okay? In Pisces as well. That's your 12th house. And even though they're retrograde, and Neptune retrogrades, it was on the thing, no, or maybe it wasn't. Neptune is going retrograde in the beginning of the month. Again, we'll talk about it later. And so Saturn and Neptune are going retrograde together in your 12th house, the subconscious. And it's really just like really, really thinking deeply, really thinking deeply at this time. But this is, the fact that you've got these planets in your 12th house of the subconscious. We also have, the sun in Cancer, other planets in Cancer, a lot of water energy, right? The high priestess is the guardian of the subconscious. So it seems like you are going to be going deep. It seems like you're going to be unrooting things. It seems like you are going to be tapping into more of your intuitive side. All right. As the month begins, or even like moving into this month. And it's so you can, everything that's been happening, prepare to surrender some things that no longer serve you well before we move into this next cycle, to really step into your energy. All right. We're all made of energy. I talk about energy all the time. We're all made of energy. You want to vibrate at a really high frequency. And in order to do that, you've got to go within, as the high priestess indicates when she comes out in a spread. Okay. It's what she wants you to do. You've got all this wisdom inside you, and it's vibrating at this high frequency. Now, I say to hold on to that energy because you got the Five of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. And the Five of Pentacles is attributed to Taurus. All right. So remember, we still have Mars in Taurus before it moves into Gemini. All right. We've got Uranus and Taurus. And then remember, we got that Mars-Uranus conjunction. That's going to be really big. All right. And so that's your second house. So it's not only money, income, salary, finances. Second house is also self-worth. It's self-value. You see the two people in this card, they're focusing on their plight. They're focusing on their plight. They're thinking about, the people in this card, you see they're outside of church. They're refusing to see the church. They feel comfortable in this low energy frequency. They, feel bad for themselves. And I'm not saying that's you. I'm saying this is what's associated with the card. But here's the thing, all right? You can see that. What did I say earlier? They're literally outside of church. Look at the pentacles in the window, all right? Hey, they're shaped as an anchor of hope. So this is a month where you may feel that, a lot is this, subconscious, unconscious energy. It may be a lot, when all this Leo energy is like, have fun, go have fun. Take that time to focus on what is it that you want to let go, because this is showing that, look, you got the Five of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands in your challenge area. This is indicating that some of y'all are getting a little impatient, maybe frustrated. Things aren't happening fast enough for you. As indicated with the Eight of Wands in your challenge area, some of y'all may be feeling this shift, okay, but not feeling confident to move forward in this direction. You've got to, trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition. All right. Build on that intuition. You can have whatever you want. That everyone is made of energy. I talk about this every time. And it's, because everyone is made of energy and everyone vibrates at a certain frequency, you're already attracting. All right. It's a matter of not putting blockages in front of everything that you're attracting. All right. And this is, the Five of Pentacles is like a challenge card or whatnot. So, but it is, with every card, there's hope. And remember, this is a card where all you have to do is reach out. You've got a lot of, aspects with, even especially with Mercury and Leo too. Reach out, communicate, be heard this month, but also surrender the things, because it does look like something is really holding you back. Something is really holding you back from your goals, because look what you've got. You got the Six of Wands in your crown. This card is all about public recognition. Look at the people cheering him on. All right. So pay attention to that full moon in Capricorn. There is something that's got to go for something that you want. All right. This recognition that you deserve, this recognition that, look at the laurel. This is, and it's eminence. It's rising above. All right. So, it's excelling in, your career, wands are your passions, creativity, your ambitions, right? Remember, you've got a lot of Mars aspects that's going to propel you this month, but this is also, a procession. It's achievements. It's not only one achievement, it's many achievements to come. All right. This is a horse that continues to walk. Now, you also got the Page of Swords and the root of your spread. This is absolutely amazing. There is something new that you want. There is something new that you want, even the way that you're seeing things in your life. There could be a big shift in the way that you're seeing things. The role that you play, whether it is in career, whether it's a passion project, whether in family. There's so much family energy in the beginning of the month, especially with that new moon that we're having in Cancer as well, especially for you, relationships, significant others, home matters. But Page of Swords is all about moving forward. It's a Page of Swords is kind of like first of all, he's very spongy. He loves new ideas. He wants to just move forward, wants to learn how to use that sword. A Page of Swords is kind of like, you think about, I don't know, mall security, some kid that got an internship as a mall security guard. He's wearing his badge. He's excited. He's, twirling his keys, his ring of keys. That's a Page of Swords. He's got this enthusiasm for something new that you want to be recognized for, but something's holding you back. Trust your intuition, because you do. It says it all right here. You got the Emperor in your future. This is your card. The Emperor is Aries, okay? This is mastery of self. You got the High Priestess and the Emperor here. And when I say your card, you see the ram in his thrones, the rams, right? So this is that Emperor energy. This is not only mastery of self, this is ruler of your own destiny. You can have whatever you want. You can sit in that throne. This is a lot of passion. This is a lot of power. This is a lot of wisdom. This is you holding the world in your hands. This is you narrating your own story. You really driving your story here. This is huge. This is big, right? As long as there's something you let go. And of course, there could be something that shifts this month in a way where it could feel in the moment, you're like, oh, what's going on? You're coming into your power. So this is saying something has to go, all right? Something has to go, all right? It also could be like your mindset. It could be something on a spiritual level. Remember, you've got a lot of 12th house activity. Once you do that, you can, come on. This is huge. This is an emperor. He lays down the laws. Big stuff here. So again, divine masculine. This is really big, really, really big. And there's this sense of protection too that comes through, especially coming after the Five of Pentacles, when these two people, they're not wearing any shoes. It's snowing and it's cold and it's at night, it's dark. But then you see him. What a shift. And so this is in your future. This is going to be amazing. You see, he's wearing armor underneath that robe. He's ready. Now, another energy that's coming through is like, you are ready. So when I say ready, he's protected. He's protected in every single way. But it seems like there's an energy of like you being in a place where there's other people involved, clearly, right? And this could even just be like, oh, I don't feel like I, have the resources to take care of this person or whatnot. You will, all right? Put that energy out there, because the energy that's coming through for me is almost like you would take a bullet for anybody, right? You're armored up. You've got this power. You're the one who can do that. You're the one who can do that here. A lot of power. Okay, let's get to your stuff. Aries. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What are your July plans? And I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. It is definitely going to be a big money month. As I mentioned earlier, there could be some money matters, and all about that security, all about putting that security. Again, there is going to be some sort of shift. If not with finances, it could be just, also remember, pentacles are your physical reality as well. And so there really could be something there in your physical world where you feel just like maybe there is a partner, maybe like a colleague, whatever it is, an employee, something's just holding you back. Something's holding you back, and you got to move forward to get back into your power. Now, you got the Chariot as well. This is absolutely amazing. The Chariot is all about moving forward, okay? All about moving forward to your hopes, to your wishes, to your dreams. Really having that introspection, finding that willpower, all right? Finding that willpower to move forward, as the Chariot here does. He is full of confidence, leaving anything behind, leaving anything behind that doesn't serve him well. Remember, this is a big month for that. Now, you've also got the Four of Pentacles in your external factors area. Now, so the big thing here is like, yeah, could there be a situation where you ask for a raise and someone says, let me think about it? Maybe. Could there be a situation where your partner or whatnot is saying, we are no longer, we're cutting back on ice cream. Okay. No more ice cream. We needed to save the $20 a month. There, yeah, could be. But this is all about putting things in order. All right. Putting things in order. Remember, I've said in your last readings, Saturn going retrograde, structures, creating those structures, even new structures in your life. And you got it with the Emperor here. I mean, this is big. Now, remember I said career may be a big matter for you, all right? Something really big. Well, you know, the Four of Pentacles is actually attributed to Sun in Capricorn. So really something here with career, public recognition, honors, achievements, but really just putting things in order. And there could be someone that's part of your journey, all right? Part of your journey this month. Now, you got another four. You got the Four of Cups, all right? So really big thing here. It's almost like there may be something that you are not taking action for because you're already having these ideas of how it's going to turn out. And, you know, you may, you know, the Four of Cups coming up where it is in your staff. It's like almost like there is something that like a fear of rejection or a fear of something like a refusal or something. But remember, open your heart, trust your intuition, have that gratitude around you, raise your energy, your frequencies this month. You're going to be fine. You got the Queen of Swords, okay? You got the Queen of Swords in your final outcome. This is true perception. This is having that clarity. This is, you know, power and authority too. You got the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, this fairness, but when I say power and authority, this is someone who is headstrong. This is someone who, you know, she makes things happen. She makes things happen. And there could be something here with relationships. Again, remember, you got the Five of Pentacles here. You've got the Four of Pentacles in your external factors area. And now you have the Queen of Swords, who is Libra, by the way. And Libra does rule your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Remember, Libra is in your South Node. North Node is in Aries, right? And therefore, in your sign throughout the year, South Node, therefore, is in Libra. So something about partnerships, relationships, there's a shift happening there. So there really could be something here in terms of that. It can be career for you. It can be something at home. Remember, you have that overlap. But really, really open up your heart this month. And don't be hard on yourself. I mean, I said that from the beginning. This is a month not to be hard on yourself, and a lot of, again, you're moving into a lot of power. So just remember that, and you can make that happen. All right. I'm going to point something out. You have two people here who have their arms crossed. And so when you cross off your heart like that, it's saying just work with your heart chakra a little bit. All right. Feel that heart energy this month. All right, Aries. So, you're here. I'll clarify something. Here. Oh, yeah. Eight of Swords. Okay. So, so it does look like something may be coming to an end. If it feels like there is something that's coming to an end that you're just like, I don't want that to end, know that it's for the better. Look at your future. You got the Emperor, you got the Queen of Swords in your final outcome. And now you got the World. And so this is the end of the major arcana. I mean, this is it. Your life is changing. There's something big that's happening. There's something big waiting for you on the other side. So if there's something happens this month where even if like something doesn't work out and it's just like feels really, you may feel that it's really hard and it puts you in this Eight of Swords energy. We call this a self-victim card, where it's like she's the one who put herself there, and maybe like overanalyzing things but not facing her fears. Know that things are changing for you. This is achievement. I mean, look at the dancing figure dancing for a reason. All right. Within the wreath. Okay. The wreath shaped as a zero. Okay. Referencing the Fool. I mean, there's something big happening for you. If you feel, but it is something that you may feel in the moment like, oh, this is really hard, and that I'm in all my feels with all this Cancer energy. But know that it's something that's going to make you stronger. Something, I say it all the time. Life is not a Disney movie. We have challenges every day. So if there is one that you feel that could be challenging, well, hey, know that it's like a pot of gold on the other side once you get through it. Okay. I'll do one more clarifier for you. Final outcome here. Yeah. See, you got the Ten of Swords. So you're moving into a new, and then you got the Knight of Wands. Yes, you are definitely, things are ending. And it, again, a lot up here. All right. So unroot things. If you're going to go deep this month, if you're going to go into like this subconscious level, unroot things that you want to surrender, you want to bring into the next cycle. It's great that you got the 10 of Swords, okay? Because with the Queen of Swords, oh yeah, 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. Remember, 10 is the end of the suit. Those dark clouds are clearing. This is the card of new dawn for the sun to come through, all right? The sun to come through. So yeah, you could have just really be going through it this month, like up here, but it's all coming to an end. You got to take that action, right? With the Queen of Swords, that power. But then you got the Knight of Swords, just blazing forward on this journey, on this quest, and you're going to be good. All right, so let's break it down week by week. The first week of July, we talked about Mercury trining Neptune, Venus trining Saturn. Neptune is also going retrograde that week. So Saturn and Neptune, both in Pisces, going retrograde at the same time. Remember, this is giving you that time to really connect, to really go on that deep subconscious level, really go into your intuition. All right, trusting your gut in terms of what you want moving forward. All right, so I will obviously talk about this more in the weekly readings. Mercury moving into Leo. We talked about this as well. That's going to happen. Now on the 3rd, July 3rd, Mercury will be opposite Pluto. All right. So this is kind of like competitive energy. Okay. Mercury opposite Pluto. Again, Mercury is now in Leo at this point. Pluto's in Aquarius, 2 fixed signs. So a little bit of, but just compromising around this time. People could be very opinionated this day. This is a day also like with Pluto at play here and with Mercury, the planet of communication. Yeah, there could be some secrets that come up around this time, or it could be you that's telling some secrets. But it really is a day where you just definitely want to work with this energy because it is fixed energy. And again, be responsive, not reactive. If people say things that you're just like, okay, you should not be talking to me that way. You should not be talking to me that way, or you should not be saying that dogs are actually cats. Like, don't let that get under your skin. Like, this is just a day. Let it pass. All right. Remember, let karma work its magic. And then we got the new moon in Cancer. Absolutely new moon. Great new moon. This is one where Saturn is in just such a great angle with the sun, with the new moon. I love this. Mars sextiling Saturn this same day. It's going to be a wonderful new moon. And remember, this is one in your 4th house, okay? So a lot of home matters, family, parents. There's something here new, all right? But real estate, significant others. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the first week of July. There you go. It's absolutely amazing. So 9 of Pentacles, this is all about that. There's a lot of like self-sufficiency here. There's a lot of like, I made it, because she actually worked hard to stand in her garden of abundance. It's all about abundance here. All right. You see the pentacles stacked up. All right. So the first week, there is going to be that sense of that. Something's coming through. Something's coming through that's going to make you feel really good. There's a lot of independence in this card, feeling independent, not worrying about money, not stressing about money. All right. There is, again, with the 4 of Pentacles in your external factors area and the 5 of Pentacles on the heart of your spread. This is that energy of like really, really, you don't want to be in that low frequency energy. This is what's going to be happening. You see the symbol of Venus, by the way, all over her gown. All right. All over her gown. Only one of 2 cards with the symbol of Venus does appear. So that is love. That's relationships and money. All right. Even with these pentacles stacked up, all this harvest, you earned it. All right. So there's got to be something great that happens. That's you're moving into the first week. And definitely with that new moon in Cancer, it is the 3rd great new. We had a great new moon in Taurus, a great new moon in Gemini. Now we have a great new moon in Cancer. So definitely set intentions and take action with your planet being very active. Now, 2nd week of July, Venus is actually very active, very, very active. On the 8th, Venus will sextile Uranus. This is when you could have that breakthrough in money, in love, in relationships. This is super nice. Really good surprises here. And then on the 10th, like I said, the sun is going to be trining Saturn. So yeah, this is some kind of agreement, some pact, something being formed that has long-term energy to it. definitely put things in motion. It can be very emotional too, because Saturn and the Sun are both in like water signs, right? Sun is in Cancer, Saturn is in Pisces, so there's this emotional depth to it. I love the day after on the 11th, Venus trining Neptune. Again, we'll talk more about this in your weekly reading, but that same day, Venus is going to move into Leo. Again, this is that big, bold personality, a lot of passion here. This is definitely a time to, it's almost like over the top too. Venus and Leo, like your heart's afire. This is it. Remember, Leo's in your 5th house of love, pleasure, joy, romance, family, children. It's really, really, really great. Now on the 12th, we have Venus opposite Pluto. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, there is this intensity that you may feel around this time around like shared resources or money, but also like sex is a big thing here. Pluto being, the ruler of Scorpio, the 8th house, and then you got Venus, right? So this is a time where you may feel a shift. And a big one. Remember, Pluto is death and rebirth. All right. So Venus opposite Pluto, just be aware this day. There's just so many energies happening this week. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the second week of July. I mean, you're good. You got the Ace of Wands. Listen, this is coming right after the first week on the July 5th with that new moon in Cancer, but then you've got all this big, bold energy here with, the sun and the sun with Saturn. You've got, I mean, I'm just looking at everything that's happening. Like, this is such a big week. Venus being very active, but you have something new coming through. It is just very interesting here with the Ace of Wands. This is aces usher in new change, new beginnings, new cycles, new opportunities. This is the hand of spirit offering you this wand. You see the leaves sprouting from it. Something's growing. There's something that you want. Wands, your passions, your ambitions. Remember, I said career may be a big thing. It may be something that's really on your mind with the 6 of Wands here, right? In your crown. Wands are very work related, but coming after the 9 of Pentacles, that's pretty amazing. Now, third week, Mars conjuncting Uranus. Just remember, this is just really, really something could be you wanting to free yourself from something, okay? But there could be something very liberating that happens around this time, all right? But with Mars, which it's so fiery, all about action, your ruling planet, there could be something here where you take that action, you really shift gears. And then on the 20th, like I said, I love Mars sexiling Neptune. Mars is moving into Gemini. This is your ruling planet. This is going to be really big. And then we have that full moon in Capricorn. Another big, I mean, like, this is a big week. This is a big month. It is going to be a huge month, and the huge full moon in Capricorn. Remember, this is part 1 of 2-part series, right? We had that full moon in Capricorn last month. This is full stop. This is at 29 degrees. There is something you are going to let go. So be willing to let that go. Okay. Be willing to let that go and take these big, look, you got the Knight of Wands, you got the Ace of Wands, you got the World, you got the Emperor. Your life has changed. There's something that's putting you into a lot of power. All right. So definitely take advantage of letting something go, because remember, Mars is trining Pluto this day. This is huge. This is really, really, really big. Just expect change. Just expect change. So let's see what's going on for you for the third week of July. So when I say expect change, this is going to be a life-changing month for you. You got the World and the Fool, okay? You got the World and the Fool, all right? What did I say? The wreath here referencing the Fool. You see the 4 fixed signs here? The core, there's this stability, okay? Moving you into this new journey. Coming after the Ace of Wands, you got the Fool. I mean, take those risks. Remember, there's a part of you that's like, oh no, I don't know if I'm confident enough, or I don't know, there's something that I want to leave behind, or something I feel like is not happening fast enough yet. Don't have that energy. Look at all these changes that are happening for you. You just got the Fool. I mean, this is insane. All right. You see the full abundance of the sun. This is opportunity. This is innocence. This is you starting this brand new journey that's going to kick off, the week of the full moon in Capricorn and Mars trining Pluto. So last week of July, we officially move into Leo season. The sun rules Leo. This is just big heart energy. This is your ambitions, your passions, all that's going to be really heightened heightened now. All right. It's going to be really heightened. And then we also talked about the sun sextiling Mars. Again, we'll talk more about this in more detail in the weekly readings, but take advantage of this. This is the sun sextiling your ruling planet. Take advantage, take action. All right. And Mercury moving into Virgo. All right. So on that day as well. So, and that's just being very analytical, but it seems like there's going to be a lot of things that you're thinking about for other people. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of July. And you got the King of Swords. So you got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. You're good. And actually throw in the Page of Swords. So you got 3 out of the 5 sword suits. So look at all this power that you have. Power of the mind. Remember, swords are the air suit. This is just being very strategic, very headstrong, not lying to yourself about anything, and no one lying to you about anything for sure. With the King of Swords, oh yeah, he's the only king that looks directly at you, but you've got a lot of mental activity that's happening, but in this direction where you've got all this power, and you've got big changes happening in your life this month. Really big changes. You got the World and the Fool. So, and the Ace of Wands. All right. So there is going to be something where you may feel like, I don't know, with that 5 of Pentacles energy, go with your gut. Trust yourself. Okay. Trust your gut. Trust that the universe is doing everything in your favor. And you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Knight of Wands too. So you're good. Aries, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And then next week, we'll go more into these aspects. Okay. Thanks so much, Aries. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.